William Lee Golden rose from the Alabama cotton fields to music superstardom. But with success came a spiritual crisis that led him to walk away from it all, only to eventually come back and be bigger than ever. His incredible life story is revealed in his autobiography, Behind the Beard. Not me, him. Please welcome from the Oak Ridge Boys, William Lee Golden. I think you got some fans of William Lee Golden and the Oak Ridge Boys in this crowd tonight. You know, there's no doubt about that.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love the Oak Ridge Boys? If they don't, I think they're communists. That's all there is to it. Gotta be.
They gotta be.
You know, I love you because you are who you are and you have a remarkable story. And you told it in about the most honest way I think I've ever seen in an autobiography. Did you learn some stuff about yourself in this whole process?
Well, I learned a lot of stuff, actually. Scott England's one that talked me into writing this book, and he told me that I had a story to tell, and he'd like to be the guy to help me tell it. So he would come visit. I invited him down to the farm where I grew up first, and he met my family, my sister that taught me how to play music and sing, and anyhow, he'd come and would bring his recorder and sit down. We'd sit and talk and for a couple hours, and he'd come back 2 or 3 days later, and we did that for 6 or 8 months. During the pandemic is when we did this. Yeah. And so, yeah, it was interesting. I learned things that I told him, you're welcome to go talk to anybody that we talk about here in my life, and my partners, my wives, ex-wives, whoever you want to talk to.
That was dangerous, William Lee.
That was the dangerous part, really. My first wife told things that I really would not have gotten into. Yeah, she told about, you know, it was time that I was with the Oak Ridge Boys, and I recorded a song called Trying to Love Two Women. It was like a ball and chain. But,
wonder why she didn't like that one. I can't imagine.
Well, it was kind of my life story during that time period, and Ron Chancellor was a record producer, and he said, man, I think this song fits you. If you like it, I'd like for you to try to sing it.
But, you know, you tell your story with candor. You don't try to glorify some of the mistakes you made in your life, and you're very honest and open about some of those things. And I find that refreshing because you didn't try to say, oh, listen, I've made no mistakes in my life. You outline yours very honestly.
Well, I was, you know, and I've made a lot of mistakes, but, you know, all in having a good time, I thought, and I never tried to hurt anybody, but I certainly enjoyed having a good time, and beautiful women was it was something that I enjoyed their company, and so...
It's a miracle you've lived as long as you have.
I know.
Because if the ladies didn't get to you, the bullets might have. I'm just thinking that there's a real... You know, you do, like, how many sit-ups a day? You still take care of yourself.
I did 250 today.
250 sit-ups.
Yeah.
That's almost as many as Keith does every day. I'm just amazed. And you're 80?
83.
83 years old and did 250 sit-ups today.
Yeah.
He'll outlive us all. It's also interesting, William Lee, one of the things I learned in your book was, and I didn't realize this, you were the first of the current Oak Ridge Boys to join the band in 1965 and helped recruit Dwayne, Richard, you know, and Joe. They all came after you.
Right.
But you guys have been together for decades, and still, you love going out on the road. I'm just amazed by your tenacity out there.
We still love to sing. In fact, after we're here tonight, when I leave tonight, when this show is over, I'm going to join the Oak Ridge Boys. We're going down to Hilltop Studios with Alabama and we're recording a Bill Gaither song that he wrote somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne with Alabama tonight. So
I wish I could go with you.
Yeah,
That just sounds like fun. And only Bill Gaither could come up with a title like Between Jesus and John Wayne. I mean, let's face it, that's going to be great.
With Oak Ridge Boys, we recorded with a lot of people. We recorded with Ray Charles, with George Jones, and a lot of people. But we've never recorded with Alabama. But tonight, after this show, we will be recording with Alabama.
Speaking of recording, during the pandemic, when a lot of people just put their feet up and quit, you did 3 albums. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Some of them with your
I did 3 with my sons, with my family, and my sons and my grandkids. And then I did an album with the Oak Ridge Boys. I did 5 major projects during the pandemic. So
we don't need another one just so you can have something to do, okay? Just know that we're glad you got busy, but we don't want to do the pandemic.
In fact, I brought you a copy of the 34 songs that I cut with my family.
That is awesome. I appreciate it very much. Well, you are a force of nature. I cannot tell you how much I love you. The book is terrific. Anybody that loves the Oaks and loves William Lee Golden, got to get a copy of this. It's fascinating. And I told Scott, who co-authored the book, I said, I'm waiting on the movie because it's going to be a humdinger. So to keep up with William Lee Golden and the Oak Ridge Boys and to get your own autographed copy of the book Behind the Beard, if you'll go to Huckabee.tv, we'll get links directly to how to do that.